All right, let's take a free agent. Let's do a free agent spotlight real quick, man. Let's talk about wide receiver Christian Kirk. He waiting on the draft spotlight. It's gonna come right around the combine time, so I get the speeds and all that. But I'm slowly but surely doing some film on some top guys, and then I kind of get to the middle of the first round, and I get to some second round, third rounder guys. So hopefully, no matter depending on who you're a fan of, hopefully you guys enjoy it. So he could be a franchise tag, but I don't think he a high candidate to get franchise tag. He is a wide receiver from the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I think make him more attractive on the market is that Michael Gallup tore up his knee. So Christian Kirk can be a guy you look at. So he's probably still on a rookie deal, obviously. See the numbers that he get, and he gonna probably look to be close to that $10 million range. I think that happens because of the injury to Michael Gallup, you know what I'm saying? But also what can drive his number down as well too is that it's a lot of good receivers in this draft. Remember the year that we got Golden Tate, and Golden Tate came here because he stayed because of snowstorm and hashed out numbers they paid him. But also one of the reasons Golden Tate stayed here is because the draft was strong that year. Sammy Watkins, Mike Evans, Odell Beckham, I think Jarvis Landry. There was a who's list of receivers, and we end up with Erica Ebron, by the way. So I think that also that kind of played a part. That plays a part too. So the market may not be attractive, especially you got an injury to Michael Gallup. I think you have another injury to a receiver. I could be wrong. I think it's multiple. See, it's another guy that had an injury issue at receiver too. I can't really think of who it is. I'm about to look it up right now. Chris Godwin tore his leg up, so right now that may help him. That may help him find the that might increase his dollar amount. Some people might just say, I pay Gallup and we wait till you get healthy. You should be back sometime next year to help us make a late, surge for the playoffs or make a Super Bowl run or, whatever the situation is. Now, what you're getting from him is a guy that's going to stretch the field. That's exactly what you're getting. You're getting a guy that's going to stretch the field vertically. That's what he is. That's what he's known to do. Can the Lions use that? Yes, he's 5'11", solid size. So that's what he's known to do. Stretch the field. And last year in 17 games, 77 receptions, 982 yards, 5 touchdowns. Sometimes he disappears. You know what I'm saying? He got a second high in career targets at 103. Um, he's a deep stretch. Never reached 1,000 yards. He was 17 games last season. He's a guy that's gonna stretch the field. That's pretty much. Also, he's from Dan Campbell's alma mater. Not sure if they're close at all. But he's a guy that's going to stretch the field. They can use that. To me, Khalif Raymond was probably a little bit too small. So yeah, Khalif Raymond was probably a little bit too small to get out there and stretch the field how we probably really, really, really needed him to stretch the field. Um, so yeah, he just probably was a little bit too small. So now we gotta sit here and look and say, well, he a little bigger. He 25 years old. I think he is. Can he produce? Can he continue to get better? He not a number one. The Lions desperately need a number one. What I say, he's the guy that 25 years old, be 27 middle of next season. Is he the guy that can eventually, be the guy? You said, well, we got Josh Reynolds, good number two guy. Myra St. Brown, good number two guy. They need that number one receiver. Then you have one option, and Hawkinson one option, the number one guy. He's a guy that if you draft like a Mitchell, Jameson, or somebody that has an injury, or you draft a young receiver that you waiting to develop, he kind of supplements that a little bit. But it's hard to see them paying him and drafting the guy because I think he's gonna want to get paid. He's from Scottsdale, Arizona, so he's playing basically close to home, damn near in Arizona. And like I said before, it's a deep receiver class. I haven't started looking at the receivers. Maybe today I start looking at them, but yeah, he feels the need. He's gonna stretch the field out and allow Hawkinson, Amon Ross, St. Brown to work underneath, and Reynolds kind of be the chain mover and stretch the field. I think they need to bring Reynolds back. I think that's imperative. I think even without golf, I think he's a solid. Him and Amon-Ra St. Brown kind of makes a number one too. You got Reynolds that can stretch it, go over the middle, but he's more of a stretch guy. Then you get Christian Kirk, who's a speedster. I don't know where he ran 40, but he's a speedster, 4.46. So he's a speedster. But I prefer for them to take somebody else take him out the draft, and somebody that can actually stretch the field and that's young, and you can find out. And I started looking at him, but I wouldn't be mad because he feels the needs. He's gonna stretch the field laterally. It's north and south, and everybody else. It kind of makes sense. You look at who else would be speedster guys out there. You look at Will Fuller. Maybe Juju Smith-Schuster might be a guy. A little bit more south. Mike Williams, a guy that stretched the field, but before you spend a lot of money, you might as well get one of the receivers, bro, out the draft. I mean, I don't know. Well, let's see what I may look at first. I might look at today. I gotta finish Malik Willis film. I'm gonna start on probably Matt Carroll, maybe Pat Thibodeau, and the pass rusher out. The pass rusher Purdue should be next on my list. So Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Jameson Williams tore his knee up, Traylon Burke, Chris Olave, John Michie. You got Dotson from Penn State. So you might could walk away with two receivers in this draft. Like I said before, my train of thought is, if Michie is there in the third round or the bottom of the second, I move up to get him, trade him down. George Pickens from Georgia, there in the third round, fourth round, I pick him. I'll be happy with him. So if I get a Pickens in the third, fourth round, right there with Michie in the third and fourth round, or Jameson, he fall doubted. They expect him to make a full recovery and start next year. I don't believe in forcing somebody young to come back from an injury. I'll give them a year off no matter where they go. If I get one of those guys, bro, I probably then look at Christian Kirk or somebody like that. But we will see exactly what happened. But Christian Kirk, if you get a George Pickens from Georgia, Michie in the third round, or somehow you get Jameson Williams in the third round, something like that, then I think you start. Then you probably take Kirk, wait for that heel next season, and then see where it goes. And if Kirk's still doing well, then maybe you implement the rookies in. If he's not doing well, then you play the rookies, see how they're doing, then flip Kirk. So we'll see how it goes. I like Christian Kirk. He feels the need, but I think they need more of a number one receiver more than a guy that galvanizes. And like I said, people talking about what's the kid name from Cephas. Cephas is a slot receiver. Once again, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, you got Cephas. They both slots. You need somebody that's going to dominate on the outside, who will stretch the field, along with Josh Reynolds, and allow Amon-Ra and Hockenson to work the middle with Swift underneath too. So, yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications when we go live or drop a video. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. You find best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff. Appreciate the love, support. Check the Lions Free Agent Spotlight playlist. Appreciate the love, support once again. One time for the one time. Peace. Let me know what you think.